Alright, Sinners, welcome to another tutorial video. Got a couple of things I want to go over with the 1.01 update that went out on the Darkfell horns and is also included in the new Golmon horns. So let's jump right into that. You'll see I'm wearing the new horns. I tweaked them to my appearance preferences. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the HUD here, use the poser so that I'm not jumping all over the place while I'm showing you this stuff. Now, the new additions that went in with 1.01 are through the menu, which is up here. If you click on the Sinful logo, you'll get a pop-up. That menu was there before, and it included the ability to reset your HUD and reset your attachments, or toggle off the beeping sounds for when you're changing stuff. Now there's some other options. One of them is delete script. If you click that, you get a confirmation dialog that pops up, and you get the option to delete the scripts in your horns. Obviously, you can do that to minimize your script footprint. I would recommend that you make a copy of your horns before you do that. Of course, if you hang on to your delivery package, you can always just reopen the bag and get a new, fresh copy. Obviously, you can click that button and then never mind out of it or ignore out of it. Other choices in that menu now include some options on the effects, which lets you adjust the speed or direction of an effect. Speed is going to be the one that most people are going to want to tweak on the animated effects, but you can actually use the direction to change some stuff as well. And when you click either one, you're going to get a pop-up that asks you for a value. For direction, what you're entering is the number of degrees that you want the effect applied on. Now, if I remember correctly, this particular effect is on there at 90 degrees, but let's see if I'm smoking crack. Just going to enter 90, and then after you set a new value, you want to click on your horns to apply the effect. Yeah, I got no change, so that must be 90. Now, if I wanted to turn these around, go to effects, go to direction, and then I'm going to put 270 in, which is 180 flip from the default application of that effect. And then I'm going to click on the horns again, and you'll see it actually flips that effect around backwards. Looks a little strange on this particular set of horns, but you might find applications where that would work for you. I could, for example, let's see if I turn off the glow and make this, let's make it almost black. Apply that, and then I'm going to go to my horns, and I'm going to switch to a lighter horn texture. You can always do, something like that, So there's obviously ways that you can use the effects that are very different from the way that I originally had them set up. I'm sure people will find all kinds of cool ways to apply the effects in new and interesting ways. Let's see, I'm going to go to one of the animated effects here and apply that. And you see you get the scroll from the flames. Now I'm going to open the menu, go back to effects, and go to speed, and by default the speed of the effects is, most of them are 25 or 20. Flames is, I believe, 30 by default. The Magma 1 and Magma 2 are actually very slow at like 2 or 3 or something like that. So you'll have to experiment with it to see exactly what you're going to want to get out of it. So let's see, if I wanted the flames to go faster, I could put 50 in there. And then click the horns again. You see you get a faster flow of the flames. Likewise, if I go back in here and go to effects, and then direction, And I can change the flow. I think most of the animated effects are applied at 270 degrees, but let's say if I zero that out and reapply it, then you get flames that move in a completely different direction. Now if you make changes like this and you want to change it back to default, all you have to do is click the effect choice again and then click your horns, and it reloads the default settings when you click that button, and then you can reapply it. Alright, now one of the other things that I wanted to show y'all here, I'm going to set my horns back the way that I like them, is how you can merge sets of horns now. So let's minimize my HUD, get it out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and take these horns off. Get over here to my little bit of building pad, and I'm going to res my fresh set of Golmon horns, and then I'm going to res a fresh set of the dark fell horns. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that when you merge them, that you line them up. So there's an easy way to do that. If you res your horns and then right click and edit, and then you're going to get your edit window. Make sure that this edit axis at root is selected, and then go to the object tab, and I'm going to come to the position, and I'm going to hit this C button that copies your position. And then I'm going to click on the other set of horns, and I'm going to go back under position, and I'm going to click P, and I'm going to paste it. And that lines up the root frames exactly. Now all you got to do is select both of them. You got one selected, hold down Shift, select the other, and then you can either click the link button here, or you can hit Control L on your keyboard, and you link them together. Now I got one set of horns here. You might want to go to General and give them a new name, whatever it is that you want to call them. And you can change the whole name if you want. There's no reason you have to keep any of this. You could just go, let's see, Gallop Ears, merged, Golmon, and Darkfell horns. And then you're going to pick them back up. Close the edit window. And where they'll go is they'll go into the folder of whichever one you selected last before you merged them. So in my case here, it's going to go into the Golmon folder right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and wear those. See that I've got two sets of horns on there now. Now, let me get a card out here that doesn't have a bunch of changes made on it. I wear my customization HUD for the Golmon horns. Use the poser again. And I make changes to the Golmon horns. You see, it doesn't affect the other horns that are also attached. So you could, adjust size so that you like the way the size fits. You can adjust the position so that you like the way the position fits. They act like two independent sets of horns. Likewise, if you apply effects, it's only going to affect the one set of horns, so you could apply different effects to those horns, that kind of thing. One thing to remember when you merge the horns is that when they link together, the scripts all reset. So there's no point in changing them before you merge them, because you're going to want to make your changes after they're merged. The other thing that you can do with this is if you have other head attachments, you could merge the horns with those other head attachments, assuming everything is mod, to minimize attachment points. You'd have to be careful about what you do that with, because some other attachments might not play as well with new stuff being linked to them. But with attachment points being as sparse as they are these days, with everybody wearing a mesh body and mesh hands and mesh feet and mesh head and mesh ears and mesh whatever else, they can get that up pretty quick. Let's see, I believe that was everything I wanted to go over in this video. You got a little bit of a look at the new Golmon horns. You got a little bit of a rundown of the 1.01 update. You got to see how merging the horns works. So I think that's it for now. If you were paying attention when you opened my inventory window, you might have noticed some folders in there named Darkfell Barbed and Golmon Barbed. I've got some barbed versions of both of those horns coming before too long. I'm also going to do more sets yet. I want to get probably another 4 to 6 sets done before I switch over to tails and crank out some bento tails, which I'm really looking forward to. Then after that, I'll be doing some bento wings. I want to do some fitted mesh hooves that'll play nice with the mesh bodies. Those will be Omega, so they'll take your skin appliers. I've also got the bento claws and nails on the list, and some fangs, and a bunch of other stuff too. Let's not stretch things out too far. So for now, I guess I'm going to stop my rambling and let you go. Thanks again for watching another Sinful Needs video. Stay sinful and have a great day.